I begin with a promise. Charity can save you. This is not my promise. It is a promise from the one who created you. It is a fundamental truth of our faith. When we feel cornered by life, when the path ahead seems dark and uncertain, a small act of giving can become a powerful light. It can be the very act that turns the tide. It is a shield against hardship. It is a cleanser for the heart. It is a means to draw closer to the mercy of Allah. Think of it not as losing something. What is Sadaqa? Let us speak in simple words. Sadaqa is a gift from the heart, a voluntary act of charity, given to please Allah with no expectation of thanks or return from any human being. Many people think it's only about money. This is not true. Sadaqa is much broader, much more beautiful than that. A kind word is Sadaqa. Removing a harmful object from a path is Sadaqa. Guiding someone who is lost is Sadaqa. Smiling at your brother or sister in faith is Sadaqa. Any good deed for the benefit of another, purely for the sake of God. Think of Sadaqa as a seed. We do not make these claims from our own desires. The promise of reward comes directly from the highest authority. It comes from Allah Himself in His book, the Quran. This is not a suggestion. It is a divine guarantee. Allah speaks to us clearly about the nature of giving. He wants us to understand the true value of what we spend for His sake. He tells us that what we give is not a loss. It is a loan to the most generous of all, a loan that will be repaid in magnificent fashion. This knowledge should fill our hearts with confidence and eagerness to give. In the Quran, in Surah Al-Baqarah, Allah gives us a powerful and beautiful example. He says, "The example of those who spend their wealth in the way of Allah is like a seed of grain, which grows 7 spikes. In each spike is 100 grains, and Allah multiplies for whom He wills. And Allah is all-encompassing and knowing." Look at the Kaaba. See the unity. See the devotion. The people there have travelled from every corner of the earth. They have left their homes and their wealth behind. They come seeking forgiveness and mercy. The spirit of giving is alive in that sacred place. People share food. They help the elderly. They offer water to the thirsty. This spirit of Sadaqa is the lifeblood of our community. It is a physical manifestation of our faith. This is the path to a heart at peace. This is the path to salvation. The Prophet Muhammad, may the peace and blessings of Allah be upon him, was the most generous of all people. His life was a living example of giving. He did not just teach us about Sadaqa, he embodied it. In a famous hadith recorded in Sahih Muslim, the Prophet said, "Charity does not decrease wealth." This seems like a contradiction. How can you give something away and not have less? But this is the miracle of Sadaqa. In reality, Allah blesses. The remaining wealth protects it. Promises and verses are powerful. But sometimes the heart is moved most by a simple human story. Let us think of a real-life example that we can feel. Imagine a small family, a father, a mother, a young child, another young child. The father loses his job. The bills begin to pile up. Anxiety enters the home. There is just enough food for one more day. The mother is worried about what she will feed her children tomorrow. You decide to give that $20 quietly, without seeking praise. For them, it is everything. You have not just given money, you have given hope. The beauty of Sadaqa is that its benefits are not delayed entirely for the next life. Its blessings begin here, in this world, the dunya. When you give, you will find blessings in your own life. This shows up again and again in stories of the righteous. A person gives in charity, and a stuck business deal goes through. Someone helps an orphan, and their own child is protected. Someone feeds the hungry, and their home is filled with unexpected provision and barakah. These are not coincidences. This is the promise of Allah unfolding. Giving Sadaqa cleanses the heart, removing stinginess and greed. It fosters a deep sense of gratitude for what Allah has given you. It brings an inner peace that money cannot buy. A quiet joy and contentment from helping another for the sake of Allah. But the ultimate reward is in the hereafter, the akhirah. Sadaqa acts as a guard. It is a form of spiritual protection for the giver. The Prophet, peace be upon him, taught us that Sadaqa extinguishes sin as water extinguishes fire. We are all human. We make mistakes. We fall short. We accumulate sins knowingly and unknowingly. Charity is a powerful tool for purification. It is a way of seeking Allah's forgiveness and wiping our slates clean. When you give for His sake, you are actively asking Him to overlook your shortcomings. This protection extends to the calamities of this world. Give charity without delay, for it stands in the way of calamity. When we speak of Sadaqa, let your mind travel. Visualize the great mosques of the world. Picture the Masjid al-Haram in Mecca, with the Kaaba at its center. Think of the Prophet's mosque in Medina. Think of the beautiful Al-Aqsa Mosque. These are not just buildings of stone and mortar. They are monuments of faith, built and sustained by centuries of Sadaqah. Every brick, every carpet, every light was funded by the donations of believers who wanted to leave a lasting legacy. They gave with the hope that their reward would continue for as long as people prayed in those sacred spaces. This is a special kind of charity known as Sadaqa Jariyah, or ongoing charity. It is a gift that keeps on giving. The person who gives it may pass away, but their reward continues to accumulate for as long as people benefit from their gift. Your share, no matter how small, will be recorded, and your reward, with Allah's permission, will be continuous. We have spoken of promises, proofs, stories. We have seen the incredible power of Sadaqa, this simple act of giving. We understand that a small gift can be multiplied by Allah 10 times, 70 times, 700 times. We know it can protect us in this life and save us in the next. The knowledge is clear. Now, the question is, what will we do with this knowledge? Faith is not just belief in the heart, it is action with the limbs. The time for action is now. Do not delay. Start small. Make a simple plan today. Decide on a small, manageable amount and commit to it. Set up a recurring donation to a cause you trust, like feeding the poor, sponsoring an orphan, providing clean water. Teach your children to do the same. When you give, make a quiet intention. O Allah, I am doing this only for your sake. Please accept it from me.